Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Peacock series, Joe versus Carole, because why the hell do we need even more Tiger King crap? And this is even the one with Nick Cage, because that one got canceled. Sad, because I definitely wanted to see that. But this is a new series that focuses on, the story of Carole Baskins, Carole effing Baskins, or effing Carole Baskins, and then Joe Exotic. And here's the thing. If you watch the documentary series on Netflix, this really doesn't add much. That's the tricky thing. It doesn't really add anything new. It tries to be more personal with both of them and their personal lives, but it doesn't really add much to it. And also I feel like the series especially tries to make Carole Baskins out to be this really sweet and lovable person, which is don't really get that vibe from the actual documentary. And also they do their best to try to make Joe Exotic sympathetic in some shape or form. And both of them have been through a lot of trauma, a lot of relationship trauma, family trauma, and I feel like the series tries to focus on those things a lot to make them a little bit more sympathetic. And you have the directing and the technical aspects of this, and it feels very much like this is something that was made for NBC or made for Peacock, obviously. It doesn't have the biggest production design, and they do a really good job of bringing these real life caricatures to life. And I feel like this series tries to act like it's adding something new, but really doesn't add too much new, and you're kind of just sitting there well, I've seen this all before in this documentary, and this is over the top and dumb and ridiculous. And there's definitely moments that are really cheesy and fun. There's definitely moments that get pretty emotional and dark. The series doesn't balance tonally very well, but it tries its best. And you just have these two performances, Kate McKinnon as Carole Baskin. I think she does a really fine job in the performance that she's asked to give, but I do feel like she comes off a lot more sympathetic than she really should. John Cameron Mitchell from Hedwig does such an amazing job as Joe Exotic. He really immerses himself in this role, and there's some solid other additions as well. Kyle MacLachlin plays Howard Baskin, who is Carole Baskin's most recent husband, and I think they have a lot of chemistry. He's really sweet. I actually enjoyed him in this particular series. And then you have Dean Winters, who is playing Jeff Lowe, aka the Vulture from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So he's definitely perfect casting. I feel like most of the casting here does work really, really well and fits in, but the story is just so overdone at this point. Nothing is particularly interesting, and I felt like I didn't see or learn anything new by watching this film, which plays it pretty safe, even though there are some bigger moments towards the end of the first season where it's just something might have happened to some people. We don't know exactly what, and trying to figure that out. But in general, I feel like this is... I'd rather watch the documentary than this, but you have some strong performances. There are some entertaining moments. There are some moments where you're just going to be feeling that emotion and anger. And, this is that kind of thing where this is a train wreck kind of series. And if you're really into those kinds of train wrecks, have a ball with it. But those are my thoughts on Season 1 of Joe versus Carole. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.